everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon and this is a channel that is dedicated to all things related to narcissism. I've been married to a covert narcissist for almost 20 years. I'm separated from him now, and what I do with this channel is I use my real life experiences to get information out there to people about what narcissism really is, what it looks like, what it does to you, and what it does to your family. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some positive things that have happened in my life because I was abused by a narcissist. Now, I know that sounds nuts, so hear me out. I'm not saying that I think narcissism is a good thing, that I think narcissistic abuse is a good thing. I think narcissists are evil, cruel, sadistic people. I think narcissistic abuse is an absolute unendurable nightmare in many ways. What I am saying, though, is because I'm awake, because I woke up to what was going on, I have a new life ahead of me. I have a new reality. I'm a better person because of it. It's almost like I was seeing the world in black and white, and now I can see it in color. So I want to talk about in today's video some of the positive things that have happened to me and some of the positive things that can happen to you if you are involved with a narcissist. Somebody that I love very much recently passed away from cancer. When he was first diagnosed with cancer, this was a year ago, he was diagnosed with stage 4 terminal lung cancer. He was given a few months to live. He ended up living a little bit over a year after the diagnosis. That was not expected. And when he was first given the diagnosis, it was scary. He was mad. He was mad at everybody. He was mad at the world. He was mad at God. How could this happen? This isn't fair. You know, you don't want this to be true. You're living in denial. You want a second opinion, a third opinion. This can't be right. Every day he woke up and the first thing on his mind was this death sentence. Is today going to be the day? Is tomorrow going to be the day? Am I going to be able to see my birthday, Christmas, whatever it is? That's what he was thinking of at first. Over time, though, he started having a completely different attitude. He started thinking of the good things about life. He started enjoying life. Every day, the first thing he thought was, thank you, God. Thank you that I have another day. Instead of thinking, oh, could this be my last day? It was grateful to have another day. He got to spend a lot of time with his family. Time that he wouldn't have done. He had time with it. Sorry, I can't talk. He spent more time with his family. Time with his family that he wouldn't otherwise have spent with them because he would have been going to work or he would have had something else to do. But instead, family came first. You know, he had a lot of time with his friends. He did things he wanted. He did good things. He benefited the world. He wanted to help other people. He spread cheer wherever he went. He wanted to enjoy everything that life had to offer while he was still alive. Contrast that to somebody that is miserable and has a bad attitude and is just resentful for every day they have left. He was grateful. He even still worked, and he lived a little over a year after the diagnosis. Largely, I really believe it was because of his attitude. Your attitude can make all the difference in the world. The same for us, the same for people who are victims of narcissistic abuse. You can look at the world in a very negative way. Why did this have to happen to me? This isn't fair. Why me? How could this be? Now my life is ruined. Like my husband, he took 20 years of my life. I could look at it like, how dare he? That's 20 years. I'm never going to get that back. That was all my youth. Now it's gone. Now I'm going to be an old lady all by myself. I could look at life that way. Or I could look at life grateful that I have time left, because nobody knows how much time left they have. Even my friend who died of cancer, he knew that he had a death sentence. So do I, so do you, so does everybody. It's up to you to live your life. Once you know the reality, prior to knowing that you're abused by a narcissist, you're living a miserable existence, but you don't know. You're living in chaos. You're living in somebody else's insanity, really. Somebody else controls your mood. You're walking on eggshells. You have this heaviness on you all the time. You have this fear in your life because you're always worried about somebody else. What's somebody else going to say? What's somebody else going to do? Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't want to upset this person. I shouldn't say this. I should do this. That's your life when you're with a narcissist. And when you don't know, you can't do anything about it. But when you know, you can live a new life. I'm a better person today because I know what I want in life. Before this, I didn't know. I was just living this life trying to please the unpleasable, trying to make somebody else happy. I never gave a thought to myself. There were things that I wanted. There were things I wanted to do. And being with a narcissist, he would tell me he was going to do these. He was going to, there's somewhere I want to go on vacation, for example, very badly. And I told him I want to go to this place. He kept promising me he was going to take me. And you know what? Eventually, I realized he isn't going to take me. It's not important to him that he take me on this vacation that is really important to me. So what I did was I started my own business. I started a business specifically so that I could raise money to do the things that I wanted to do. I knew I couldn't count on him. Couldn't count on him, but I could count on myself. So I started a business so I could save money, so I could do little side things for my kids that my husband keeps promising he's going to do, but they just never happen. So if it wasn't for realizing that I was with a narcissist, I wouldn't have started my own business. I would never have even considered it. It was because he kept letting me down that I did this thing, which is benefiting my children and I now that I'm a single mother. If it wasn't for that, there'd be some more financial issues if it wasn't for my business. Another thing, and this is probably the most important thing, one of the best things, is I have a better relationship with God. Prior to narcissistic abuse, I had a very surface level relationship with God. If you had asked me, I would tell you that I believed in God, but I wasn't really actively doing anything. I was barely reading the Bible. I would go to church, but it was just kind of something that I did. Because of narcissistic abuse, I have had to depend on God in a way that I wouldn't have had to depend on him before. I feel so much closer to God. I feel confident that I'm going to heaven. I didn't feel confident of that before. I've been able to rely on God, and he has really come through for me. He has given me real miracles. I might make another video about some of the miracles that have happened to me in the last 4 years. God has blessed me tremendously. So I could look at it and say, how could God do this to me? Why did God let this happen? No loving God will let this happen to me. No loving God will let this happen to my children. But I don't look at it that way. I believe that faith is valuable. Faith is a gift. If every time something bad was going to happen, this giant hand came down from heaven and literally stopped you, picked you up and pushed you out of the way and didn't let this thing happen to you, everybody would have faith, and then faith would be valueless. There would be no faith. Loving God, knowing God is there, gives me a confidence, a security that I can do things that I would never have thought possible. It also makes you aware that there is evil in the world, because if there's good, there's evil. So another thing that narcissism taught me is that when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Giving somebody 1,000,000 chances does not make you a good person. Believing people's excuses when you know better is only hurting you. God is real. He's there. He's not angry with you. He's not punishing you. He's there to help you. But there is evil in the world as well. That's real. So hold on to yourself. Hold on to what's important to you. You have the ability to live your life on your terms. A narcissist is going to hold you back. But once you're aware, you can live a better life. You can have the life of your dreams. You can live every day waking up like my friend. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day to get it right. Narcissistic abuse also taught me that I am stronger than I think. I can do things that I wouldn't have thought possible. I take care of the kids all by myself. I have my business. I take care of my animals, everything all alone without any help. I'm stronger than I think. I used to think I needed my husband to do all these things. I needed my husband to take care of me. I needed my husband to give me security. I am stronger than I think. Narcissistic abuse has taught me that. And another thing that is so crucial is that there is always something to be grateful for. Always. Gratitude changes your life. I have a friend who has a gratitude journal. He was the one that told me about this. So he has a gratitude journal, and in it, he puts down all the things that he's grateful for. So it's things like you don't even think about all the time, like fresh air, food, sleep, right? Then, of course, his family, his friends. He was reading his gratitude journal. I was in there. I was so touched, oh, I made a difference in somebody's life. You can make a difference in people's lives. Gratitude is real. If you are grateful for whatever is in your life, food you have, the sunshine, flowers, everything, you feel better. You feel better about everything when you're grateful. So there's always something to be grateful for. Sickness makes us appreciate health. If every day you appreciate life, if you appreciate, thank you, God, for another day, narcissism can be something that pushes you forward into the life of your dreams. I'm not saying that it's easy to do. It isn't easy to do it. But I am saying that if you sit around and just think about how miserable your life is, how unfair things are, why did this have to happen to me? That is going to be your life. That's going to be your day-to-day reality. We don't know when the end is, but we're so blessed. There are people, think about the people that don't know they're involved with a narcissist. They're just still in the middle of the storm. We are on the shore. So we can either walk back towards the storm or we can walk towards freedom. So it isn't easy, but there are blessings. I'm a better mother today because of narcissistic abuse, because I want the best for my kids. And I know if I don't take action, if I don't do things that are in their best interest, they're going to be swept along in life. Their father is going to ruin their life. Their father can only do something if we let him. When we didn't know, it wasn't our fault. We were innocent. We were victims. We are awake. All of us, we're awake. We know. So even though we have to do hard things, scary things, things we don't want to do, and it isn't fair, we control our own life. Think about the benefits of narcissism. The narcissist, they're going to go and burn in hell one day. We are going to be able to live the life of our dreams. We are stronger than we think. So narcissism is a bad thing, but the benefits of narcissism can be blessings for our future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped. I hope it helped you feel positive about your life, good about your life, because there are blessings right in front of you. They're right there. Just grab them. The only thing that will stop you in life is what's looking at you in the mirror. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on all things related to narcissism. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. God bless you.